She storms to the window, fed up with the relentless chaos. The blast seems to shatter any last shred of hope, pushing her past her limit. Furious, she bolts down the stairs ready to confront whoever's responsible. At the door, she pauses, gathering herself, her anger simmering. Ashley steps outside and is met with complete madness. Flaming wreckage, laser blasts, soldiers, aliens, a giant kraken erupting from the street, a massive pterodactyl soaring in the air, the very ground she's standing on appearing as if it's floating in space. Everything is clashing all at once, like every genre of disaster crammed into one scene. In the middle of it, she stands stunned, noting with dry sarcasm that it's World War III or IV out there today. Ashley charges into the chaos, demanding to see the director, but Mr. Suleiman suddenly appears from the rubble, shouting at her to run. He tries to warn her that it's not safe, urging her to get back inside. Ignoring the danger around him, he rushes toward her through the flames and wreckage. She watches in horror as Mr. Suleiman is instantly killed by a massive explosion, his head blown apart. In the silence that follows, she stands stunned, surrounded by smoke, staring down at a bloodied chunk of his remains. Slowly, she kneels and picks it up with trembling hands. Her phone buzzes again, piercing the quiet, just as she begins to whisper, "Verisimilitude." Ashley, overwhelmed and dazed, realizes in a panic that there are no cameras or lights, no film crew, no movie set. Everything around her is real. Explosions rage, people are slaughtered, and chaos unfolds with a terrifying finality. She watches in stunned disbelief as the line between fiction and reality completely disappears, and the world tears itself apart. She's bloodied, barely lifting herself from the rubble after being thrown by a violent explosion. The world around her is in ruins, buildings leveled, fires smoldering, ash in the air. She's completely alone in the devastation. The only sound is her phone endlessly dinging with yet another ATP alert. Ashley crawls through the dust and destruction, overwhelmed and desperate for answers. As gunfire and explosions rage on, she stares out at the madness and begs, pleads, for someone to tell her if what she's seeing is real. Her voice cracks as she asks the question weighing on her soul. Is this how it really ends? Surrounded by destruction, fire, gunfire, and even a giant squid-like creature slithering out of the cosmos, Ashley stumbles through the wreckage, lost in the noise. Her phone dings relentlessly as she mutters, "I can't keep track." And just as it all feels like too much, like reality itself is unraveling, a forceful voice suddenly slices through it all saying, "Cut!"